we should be live, I reckon. Uh, there we go. And we're live. So I did just reset the icon for the world so that it'll probably give us this in the beginning here instead. So as I mentioned, today's goal is going to be to actually get a new small island set up for this. But first I'm just going to go ahead and chop down these trees. Um, there are a couple of reasons for me wanting to chop them down. Of course, getting the wood, having them sort of get ready to start up again, and that sort of stuff. Because we're definitely going to be needing more oak eventually. But for now, we're actually set. Part of me sort of also wants to do the top of this, rather the trees on top. And I think I should listen to that part of me, because it's definitely going to help us out in the long run if we have a lot of wood to spare. So, getting those ready, we'll just go up, deal with that. We'll start out with this one. Now, making a bridge to that little island we're going to be making is going to be the only real issue here. Because I'm not quite sure how we're going to make a smooth transition between the bridge and a island. So, we'll have to figure that one out as we go. Okay, we managed to take this one down. Nice. I'm also just gonna go ahead and do this, because we're definitely gonna be needing a bunch of blocks to get through that. Boy, this is a tall one. most importantly. Just gonna get down and get these, just so we have, make sure that we're always gonna have the saplings for replanting. Like, it would be terrible if these started despawning. That's quite a large one. Hmm. Really? No? Only that? That's fine then. Perfect. Alright, let's get up here. Get a bunch of saplings. So we can replant these. And those phantoms can spawn now. We'll just go down and make sure that we don't get caught in it. I wonder what I've mined the most of. Okay, definitely cobblestone. Huh? Oh yeah, I broke my chest a couple of times. Okay, fair. Just make sure we pick up most of this. No rush. And let's harvest our berries. In case we ever suddenly need a bunch of berries again. Food. I popped that in there. Good, 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 good. The moon is looking sort of odd with that extra white bit in the middle. Huh. And it's sort of close too. Now, 21.21 has finally arrived, and I'm gonna switch over onto that as soon as most of the texture packs and the current mods that I'm using are uh, supported. Sorry. Mm. Uh, and it's just for performance and making everything look a little bit like so. I reckon we'll switch over in start of next week, hopefully. Well, it really depends on how fast those are out. You can see a few of the mods that I already have on is ready, but I do want most of it to be completely ready before we make the switch. Let's just go up and make sure that no saplings are up here, but no, there's a new good tree. Nice. There we go. So it's also late enough that we can actually start on this bridge. Now, how am I gonna do this? Mm -mm -mm -mm. All right, yeah, we're definitely gonna need a few of these. There we go. And I sort of want to make that out of oak, if possible. Just to have that general feel of sturdiness that I think oak gives off so very well. I can't place that there, no. Okay. So I'm probably gonna have to waste one of these. I'm just gonna test out a few things here. Yeah, nah, I don't like that. We could probably get away with using a few walls. And they should probably be out of cobblestone or bricks. Oof. Let's just try with a brick wall first. Okay, we're here. So how far do I want it to go out, and how much should it slope? I can't just walk over those walls, so that's also why walls is a great idea, because we're gonna be unable to fall down, hopefully at least. does that look like from the side? Yeah, that's alright. So far, how far have we gone so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh wait, what? Why did I put that one down there again? Really? Am I out again? Oof. Alright, 36 should be able to finish the job. I guess you could sort of get off there, but I'm fine with that. And that should be enough light. So now we're just gonna go ahead and get this. So should I do this to the top or have the bottom of the island here? I think we're gonna do the bottom and then do ladders up. I think will make the most sense. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, I want the center of the island to be there, because that's fairly far out. I'm just gonna fill this up with a stone center. Alright, we're gonna need to build our way up and down all the time. But yeah, that's gonna be looking pretty good. Let's get what we have, which isn't a lot, but also get a bit more cobblestone since we're probably gonna be needing a lot of that. Oh yeah, that's my dirt chest. We do want to be bringing up a bit of dirt too. also want a... Let's just take all of it. I think this height should about do it. Just about, anyway. And I sort of really want to get away from here now. And get down to business and do the override, but before that, wait, do I have any torches on me? I have one. Okay, that's good enough. Gotta get over there real quick and get to safety. Okay. That should just prevent anything from spawning and walking over. Yeah, it's looking pretty good here from the bottom. Having different floating islands will also allow us to just do all sorts of styles, because each island can have their own style. Oh, we're just gonna regen a bit more health here. Good stuff. We'll just get that in there though, to make ourselves a bit of charcoal. We might actually go all out on that charcoal there, so that we have plenty. Regen last bits amount of HP here. turn that into torches so we're lit up nicely. I'm just gonna go ahead and reload the texture pack so we can actually get the or so it's just gonna heat off itself. Pour myself a glass of water. So I think the goal for today, pretty straightforward, is just to get those get an island done, to have the cobblestone generator set up and put a roof in it, put a roof over it, so we can enjoy our lives and not have to run from phantoms whenever they spawn. I wonder whether it's shaders and a texture pack that goes over each other, giving us the moon in sort of the same phase, but it might just be that they're not layering correctly. Hmm. Oh wow. Oh, I thought that was going to last through the entire night, but apparently not. Well, should be daytime enough for us to continue our work here. Filling in the island is just so nothing spawns in here. Again, that could drag down the rates of our things, so. Alright, we ran out of stone. Hmm. Well, it's not much further we're gonna get with those 9 stones, but hey, it's just a wee bit. Oh, we're definitely gonna do something about that, right? Mm, if I do that, then that's gonna work itself out. But we can definitely fill this thing in while we wait for more stone to smelt. Smelt. Thank you. Ah, we need more cobblestone too. I may wildly have underestimated how much we're actually going to need for this, but we'll see. Damn. Well, I could have made another furnace to have double up on the process. On my processing power on this. Hmm. Does it need to be much bigger than this? Yeah, I would like it to be at least a couple of blocks wider. Oh really? Add a cobblestone again? Oh. Yeah, nah. When we finish that one up, I'm just gonna move the bridge closer to it. But I definitely need to keep up a constant stream of stone, because I want to do multiple islands, right? So, yeah, this is big enough. Now, I would wish I had a bit of a... I'm not gonna fill the island in, since I want to do mainly stone island up here. Just sort of give off that feel of there actually being dirt up here. Oh, I think if we hurry, we might just be able to finish this up. That's what I was looking for. That should be enough. That's not going to be enough. That is good. Hurry. Okay. Uh, should they be one taller? All of them? They probably should. Okay. No. Yes. Okay, so now we have a roof. Would it be alright to actually just have a few sprinkled in around here? Bit of stone, nice. Ooh, right. Light. Please say nothing has spawned up here. Oof. And nothing should be able to spawn up there. Good. Okay. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and run this underneath. Or maybe not. Didn't bring enough as usual, but we can fix that up here. Make me some of these. Alright, so now we have this ready. So I really want to make it so that the ends up here. We're going to need to make a hole here for the water. But how cool would it be if I ran the water down here. Let's move the crafting bench over here. Oh, actually, let's just do that. Right now we need to keep that, but that bridge there, but that's all right. Because if I do this, then we should get a water stream out there. Good. Wonderful. Okay, so we have a new spot for our cobblestone generator. Centered as always. I mean, if we had some grass, this could look real nice, but we unfortunately don't, so just gotta pick up as much of the dirt I can without making it look all too weird. Oh, right, okay. That is not intended. Can I prevent that by doing something like this? Okay, well that's, where will that spread to? Pardon? Alright, make a run for it. Into the fields! Yeah, as if. Until they're gone, I'm not gonna move from here. Good stuff, good stuff. Because my plan is just to move the bridge then. Just to wee bit further. Oh, I do have armor on me. Great. Hmm. Now I can. I thought I could, but I can't do that. Then do this again. Remove this one. I hear things burning, but surely that's not the denial, denial, denial. But surely that's not the area above us. Right? Mm, no, okay, good. That's just on top of the crafting bench. One off, of course. Now I should just be able to go up here. Wait, would a single stair there will do the trick? Come on then. Come on. No. I can't grab a hold to it, onto it. I can do that, but oh, it feels so risky. Well, I definitely don't want that there if it's not going to be helping me. Can I consistently do this? Yeah, okay, it's not that difficult. Good. But yeah, that's been about an hour to create that thing. A lot of waiting around, but there we go. Now we have an entire island there for us to use. let's take away these. So it's only on top of the lava. I think so. Now that's pretty good. I'm probably gonna end up making a lot of these, but we'll just see how it goes. As for the mob island, I reckon we'll have to do something where it's three of these essentially in different heights, where we have uh, one come down, then up, so, and then one come down and up. Maybe even another one behind it, so we're gonna have to do four. Just to have somewhere where the mobs can actually drop down, so we're gonna be making a center island that's about that size, and then have, uh, well, we could also just do one that's that size, and then three bridges, each to a new island. I'm gonna have to consider that, how we want to go about it, because that is, uh, I'm afraid that if I connect the islands, like make three separate islands that sort of connect, that it might look sort of clunky, or you know what I mean. Whereas we can do it fairly easily with a bridge. Now that isn't a nice bridge I made, but it's functional, and that's sort of just what I needed it to be. Mm -mm -mm -mm. Oh, we really don't have a lot of dirt left. Of course, we could remove this and replace the floor. Yeah, that's definitely the way forward here. And I reckon we're gonna do it in spruce planks. Oak planks. Just to get a wee bit more dirt in here. Okay, I can remove these, right? Oh, not so easily. Uh, well, I definitely want another shovel. Then I reckon we're just gonna do it downwards here. definitely want to be catching all of this dirt. This is also just going to add another layer of spawn protection, so making it very useful. Really? Ah, that's not really what I wanted to do, but hey. There we go. Another apple. Great. How many apples have I stored? Okay, I only really need 2 apples, so I'm gonna keep the remaining ones here in my inventory. Okay, that should be enough to make a farm. But yeah, we've officially sorted out everything. Uh, right, okay, so that's... I figured that'd be safe, but it clearly wasn't. Huh. Well, there is a fix for that. It's not just eternally switching that out. Although I was thinking about it for a second. Mm, that's probably safe. mean, I could just turn off fire spread, but I'd rather try and work around the mechanics here. Now that should make this fireproof, right? Because I don't think it can reach up there. Like, that's one hell of a jump, if it does. And then, well, if that burns down, we can keep that as long as the pillars stay in place. But let's just get our first stack from this. Hmm. Alright, well then. We have our place set up now. We can walk through our base without having to worry about anything. Well, except for that, but that's still not likely to kill us, but we're using our very limited water to make something that looks sort of nice. Now I could make a small farm underneath, but well, yeah, I could actually just make an island down there somewhere. Hmm. I'm gonna have to consider that, because I could just have the water drop down and then run along, and then I could actually use. Oh, sorry. I could make a rectangle that's 9 blocks long of just dirt, where I could plant stuff, and then 6 to the side. Mm. That would be the most efficient use of my resources right now. Of course, it would mean that I would have to like go down through the water every time I want to go down there and swim back up, but I wouldn't necessarily hate that. But I do quite adore our little island here. And there's only gonna become more of those all around here. Could actually be sort of cool to make small islands all over the place. However, we would need a lot more resources for that. So that's down the future, but we're 13 days in. We set up a nice home base, decent size, looking alright. We're using many different levels, 1, 2, and 3. Well, 3 different levels. Of course, if we don't count this one either. And we have our island out there. Now, a part of me just want to go to... sorry. Just wants to build up towards build height and put a roof over us, over this entire thing. Just so I can move around without ever having to worry about phantoms, but then I wouldn't be able to look up and see the night sky. Yeah, it's starting to look like something down there. For a second I was not sure whether I could jump onto this and like go to the edge while shifting, but I can. And I think it's tall enough that it's not going to look too far down towards the ground. Of course, this is eventually going to become an island, so we're going to have to do some shenanigans to make that look nice, and considering how much bigger this is than that, it's going to require quite a few blocks. However, we could allow just a few mobs to spawn down there. I'm sort of playing around with the idea of having making a platform that's like this. So in here, spiders would be able to spawn and come out, and nothing else would be able to spawn. Well, baby zombies would, and that's sort of what terrifies me about it. Because those guys can spawn with swords and armor. Like, imagine, our local difficulty is currently only local 2.59, but I think it's about around 3 things are able to spawn with diamond armor. Imagine, he would be so cool to catch and that sort of thing, but imagine if he spawns and it's just like a baby zombie with full diamond armor and an iron sword. Like, I wouldn't be able to fight him off. Like, he'd just take over my base. I'd have to live up there for the rest of my life. Uh, or until his helmet burns. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it for today. 1.5 hour sessions, I think, is very decent, and we can get stuff done during that time. Damn. All right. Well then, we now know that that doesn't work out. That's all right too. I can just remove it. Oh well, the flames will naturally remove it for me. Um, but we can get some stuff done during this time. doing this sort of thing. Just sort of getting to work on an island every day. I think we'll be able to get a lot of stuff done that way. It's going to be a grind for sure, getting all the islands, and I might run a few longer sessions just building islands, but I don't want to go too much past 1.5 hour, maybe two, uh, and then eventually probably a few 4 hour stretches just to get something done. But oh, it's all burning down. It's a good thing I didn't make it out of wood, eh? Alright, but we're gonna call it a day and have a good one, yeah? Cheers and bye.